My name is Patrick Samuels, and I'm a director here at Globe Life Family Heritage Division. Back in 2008, when I was in college, someone came up to me and said, "Man, your life is so easy. You're able to come from good stock and be able to afford the things you can, and you just don't know how hard life is." When I was in third or fourth grade, my mom didn't have enough money to put food on the table or to buy shoes. So when that person said that to me, I looked back at him and I said, "You don't understand, man. I was there too. Like, there was a time where, we didn't have everything that we needed or everything we wanted. But I realized the man that I am today, the man that I've become, is because of all the sacrifice that came before me." It doesn't matter where you came from or what you went through. What really matters is you going in and doing everything the best way you possibly can, with a great attitude, just with the right mindset. There's so many people that we deal with in our career that I personally know that looks at me and says, "Man, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to go over this, get through this tough time that I'm going through." And it's because of you just coming by, saying hi, or introducing yourself truly has changed my life. And so for anyone that's looking into a career like this, one, the ability to be able to impact someone's lives, right? Especially when they're going through a major catastrophic illness, this is such a great career for that. Two, it's also a great career for somebody that is wanting to make a good income, right? They want more out of their lives. And then three, this is just a great place for someone no matter where they came from, right? No matter if they were rich or they were poor, if they're from Yale or jail. One of my mentors used to tell me that all the time. They can make a career here and really impact and change their lives for the future generations and create legacy. And that's the cool part about our company. Not only can you make a legacy for you as a professional, but you also can create a legacy for somebody else. So just to let you guys know again, my name is Patrick Samuels, and I'm a director with Globe Life in the Family Heritage Division. When I first started out with this company, I was actually in your shoes. I was looking for the best career opportunities, so I started interviewing at a lot of different places. I looked at car sales companies, I looked at financial companies, I looked at real estate companies, and stumbled across this company because it was just the best fit for me. I stumbled across it because I was just networking, and a close friend of mine explained to me that about his career and his opportunity, and I was very intrigued. What I came to learn over that career was a lot about the insurance market and how to grow. And so if you're watching this video, the goal of today's interview is, one, is to tell you about our company and what we're looking for in the candidates that we're hiring. But also, two, is to see whether or not this is a great fit for you as well. Our job is to make sure you understand what we're looking for and that we're a good fit for you and you're a great fit for us. Now, currently, when I first started with this company, I actually started out as a sales professional. It was great. I learned a lot. I grew so much that year. I used that to help develop a lot of skill sets as a professional. From then, I actually moved into what I call the field director role. Once I stepped into the field director role, I actually pulled my director aside and said, "Hey, I think there's some things that we can use to develop our company to see a lot of strategic growth." And I don't know what my agency owner at that point was really thinking to trust me, but he did. And that year, we grew by 47%. So from that year, from going from a field director, I actually got promoted to what we call a market director. And since then, I've been running and we've been growing as a company. One, we've opened a market in Houston, as well as our Pearland office. And then we opened up our Temple office, and then we opened up a Dallas office. But what we're looking for in their next candidate is we're looking for someone that is wanting to grow, wanting to get excited about a new career, but also looking for that leadership, because we're eventually going to be moving into the Oklahoma market as well as the Louisiana market moving forward. If you're watching this video, you are someone that we thought would be a great candidate for the culture that we're developing here with our company. And so today, what we're going to cover in this video is, one, our product, what that looks like. Two, we're going to talk also about our history of our company. Three, we're going to also talk about how compensation works. And four, we're going to talk about what it looks like to be with the company for multiple years and generations. We've been around since 1989, and Globe Life is actually traded on the New York Stock Exchange as GL. We've actually are admitted in 49 states, and we have over $1.3 billion in assets. Globe Life in the Family Heritage Division is rated A+ with the Better Business Bureau. In addition to that, we have an A+ rating with the AM Best. If you don't know what the AM Best is, the AM Best is basically a governing body that rates a company's financial strength. When you have an A+ superior with the AM Best, you are rated 1% of all financial companies in the United States. So if you just know a little bit about that, what does that tell you about our company? We're very financially strong. Globe Life as a company has over $192 billion of life insurance that's still on the books. Because of our financial strength, we've been able to land partnerships with some top sports teams such as FC Dallas. Also, we're the official life insurance company of the Dallas Cowboys, and we're the official life insurance company of the Texas Rangers. If you've ever gone to a ball game, you've probably seen our company name on the Globe Life field, which is in Arlington, Texas. We actually specialize in cancer products, heart attack, stroke products, accident products, ICU products, and much more. With our company, we lead with what we call the cancer product. Why do you think we lead with a cancer product over an accident product? Well, look at this short clip of a video and learn more.
When cancer strikes, it shows no favoritism. Everyone is at risk, infants or adults, single or married, young or old. Who doesn't have or know of family members and friends who've been diagnosed recently? Medical advances have increased chances of survival, but surviving a cancer diagnosis often causes financial hardship for families, whether the patient is the primary wage earner or another member of the family. Medical expenses are a leading cause of bankruptcies. The majority of working men and women don't have the financial resources to survive while they are unable to work. If you are diagnosed with cancer and are unable to work, how difficult will it be for your family to pay the bills without your income? 1 in 5 people with health insurance who are diagnosed with cancer use all or most of their savings because of the financial cost of dealing with cancer. It's a frightening reality for many. Fortunately, our supplemental cancer plans may help offset the financial burden. The real benefit is that you are able to focus on recovery while relieving your family of the financial stress that cancer can cause.
The American Cancer Society says that 3 out of every 4 families will go through some form of cancer in their lifetime. 1 in every 2 men, 1 in every 3 women, and childhood cancers are a big part of childhood sicknesses. Now, there'll be about 1.7 million people diagnosed with cancer this year. Some of those things will be hereditary, like breast cancer, ovarian cancer, but a majority of them actually come from our environment. It could be the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink. But the good news is 60% of people that go through this will survive it. Just the bad news, it's extremely expensive. Last year, it cost Americans over $226 billion to go through cancer. And our health insurance is very phenomenal, where you may have that through the ACA, the Affordable Care Act. That only covers what we call the direct costs. The direct cost pays your hospitals, it pays your doctors, it pays all those medical expenses. But what we've actually really learned is majority of what's affecting people is really the indirect costs. Those are what we call the out-of-pocket expenses. A lot of those indirect costs can be the loss of income and savings, living expenses, insurance limitations. It can also be any out-of-pocket costs that you have to deal with. And what happens is as people are going through this, their income will either stay the same or it'll decrease as their expenses are increasing. And a lot of people will have these things called short-term or long-term disabilities, but that only pays 60 to 80% of someone's income. That's really a 20 to 40% pay cut. And when you think about a 20 to 40% pay cut, how do people really pay for these things? Have you seen how people raise money to take care of this stuff? A lot of people, you'll realize, go through their savings, they'll sell assets, just have enough cash flow to pay for this. So our company with Globe Life and the Family Heritage Division, we understood that that's a need and we fill it. So instead of people going through savings or selling assets or going through crowd fundraising sites, what we do is we pay cash directly to people. God forbid they have to go through something major like cancer. So where your health insurance will pay or your doctors and hospitals, they'll cover that. We'll pay this money directly to the family. What I'd like you to do is think of someone you may know, whether it be friend, family member, coworker, who's actually dealt with cancer. And what I'm about to do next is I'm gonna explain to you how our product works. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, do you believe in the product? 2, is it easy to present? And 3, if you had to show this to 25 business owners, people here in your community, how would it benefit them? Is it easy to use? Is it easy to duplicate? Is it client friendly? So the way our product works is there's multiple levels of coverage. Just depending on someone's economic status, they can choose on how the benefit works. So the first benefit that we show our clients is one, our first occurrence benefit. So if someone was diagnosed, God forbid, with cancer, we pay out $6,000 directly to them. In addition to that, if they were hospitalized on our elite level of coverage, we'll pay $800 a day that they're there, as long as they go through it. So if that's 10 days, that's $8,000, but if it's 100 days, it's $80,000. In addition to that, we'll also pay for surgery and anesthesia. We'll pay up to $24,000 per surgery. Now, a lot of people's major medical insurance will cover many of these bills. We pay this money directly to them so that they can use it wherever they see fit. We'll also cover like radiation and chemotherapy treatment, where we'll pay $480 per day that they go through that. We'll also pay for transportation. We'll pay for a patient and their family member. We'll pay 60 cents per mile they drive, 80 miles outside where they live. But in addition to that, we'll pay for round trip transportation, whether it be a bus, plane, or train, anywhere in the United States. And if they need to stay at a hotel for lodging, we'll pay $200 a night for 60 nights consecutively. And another reason why we have over 10 million policyholders throughout the United States is because it works one of three ways. One, if you never need to use the product, every dollar that's paid into the plan is refundable after 25 years. Two, if you have to use parts of the product, you'll get the difference back. You paid in 20 grand in premiums, we paid out 5 grand in claims, you get 15 grand back. And then three, if we pay out more to you than what you paid in, that customer doesn't get anything back, but that was the point of the insurance in the first place. It's just a win-win for our customers. And that's why I think we've grown exponentially year after year in this business. So last year in 2019, we actually were able to get back in claims alone over $40 million paid out to customers who needed to use our product. But the best part about it was, in return of premium benefits, we were able to pay out $60 million to our customers who never need to use any of our plans. It was just a win-win for those guys. So the three questions I like to ask again is, one, do you believe in the product? Two is, do you think it'd be easy to present? And three, if you had to show this to 25 community members, business owners, how many people do you think would say yes? From sales experience, I know that everyone's going to say yes. However, if someone had zero selling experience in our company, we know the data shows that someone with zero selling experience would have a 20% participation rate. So what this means for you is, when you make 5 sales a week, our average agent will earn over $70,000 in compensation in our career. You know, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So one of the reasons people choose a career in the insurance industry is because of residual income. I remember when I was in the rental car business, and it didn't matter how great of an employee I was, because growing up, my parents taught me great leadership. Work hard, leave a place better than you find it, have a great attitude. And what I learned over the years was, it didn't really matter how great a professional I was. All that mattered was, at the end of the day, as I put in the work, we all got paid the same. And that was a big reason why I decided to come in here about Globe Life in the Family Heritage Division. So what I learned is, with renewal income, within the first 5 years, you're able to be vested in the book of business that you create. So one, in the first 5 years, if I decide to leave and become the next top actor in LA, I would be paid the same amount of money that I would be paid if I was working with the company that year. And the thing I loved about our renewals was, in year one, I would be paid on that book of business. And in year two, I'd be paid on that book of business and the work that I did the year before. And it would just continue to compound year after year after year. And for me and my family, that was awesome. And the cool part about this company is, in 5 years, I'm vested, and I would be paid on the business that I created in year one, year after year after year as I go in. And that made the most sense for me to join Globe Life Family Heritage Division. Our compensation is offered in many different ways. 1, weekly commissions. 2, monthly bonuses. 3, lifetime renewals, stock, and that really excited me as a young professional. So when I first started as a sales professional, I moved to the field director position, regional, and moved on, and there was a track of growth for me. So for our company, whether you want to be a professional sales professional or you want to be an agency owner, we have a track directly for you that you can run on as a professional. This is our proven marketing system. We work with businesses. We work with our employees. We work with individuals in their homes. We work with school systems. These are our proven marketing systems, and our process is a need-based process. We meet with all clients at their request and by appointment. We consult clients on benefits and coverage options. We qualify and enroll applicants. It's a referral-friendly product, only offered through in-person appointments/meetings. We utilize a state-of-the-art mobile presentation. What's also very unique about our company is we don't throw our agents to the curb, we lead from the front. So we show, not tell. So we provide a sales academy for every agent that we work with. It's an in-class training. 1, it has fundamental business sales skills that they'll learn. 2, it's an effective product presentation. 3, it's lead and referral marketing we teach our agents. Also, we do role playing. Once they go through this, the next step to our career opportunity is our in the field training, where our agents get to work with me or one of our local agents in our home office, where they'll be able to see what you've learned at Sales Academy in action. What this does is it increases confidence by following and watching an experienced professional, so that you're not trying to figure out how to do this career, but you have someone showing you the way. In addition to that, we have an observation to full participation, meaning that not only are you going to be watching, but you'll be observing and participating in the role playing with those agents. We also have continued education, weekly meetings, online interactive training anywhere for our agents to be able to get continued education, weekly coaching calls, national webinars, leadership academies, and a national meeting to help our sales professionals have the best chance to succeed in our career. In order to be a part of our company, we have requirements for success. 1, we look for someone that has a professional certification. That certification is done by TDI, Texas Department of Insurance, so they have to have a state license. If you don't have a state license, that's okay. We can help walk people through those steps through the state in order to be qualified for this position. Have access to a mobile device, such as a tablet, iPad, Android, those different tools. Also, we look for people that are hardworking. What this means for us is working where nobody's watching. 2, someone who's willing to study hard. Work on your craft to build your skill set and confidence. 3 is be coachable. Globe Life and the Family Heritage Division has been around since the 1900s. It's also a $30 billion company. If they've been around for that long, do you think it makes sense to reinvent the wheel or trust the process or the systems? And then the last thing is integrity. Integrity for us is doing what you say you're gonna do even when you don't feel like doing it. So this is what the next steps look like. 1, we'll do an evaluation and a follow-up after this video. We will then notify you if you're selected to move forward in our interview process. If you feel like you'd be a great candidate for our position, click below and apply.